Hi, this is Mark J. Ryan again for part 3 of how hypnosis and NLP is used in the movie Inception. This is like 3 things, maybe 4 things I'm going to talk about that of hundreds of things that they did in that movie. And again, because the movie is going to be so popular, already is so popular, and I think it's going to be a classic throughout history, I want to be a part of showing you how that movie created itself to be that classic. What did Christopher Nolan do, not only to create the movie, but how did the movie create itself? Because he wrote this movie over an 8-year period of time. He thought it'd be done in a couple months, and Leonardo DiCaprio actually helped him with the end of the movie. It took him 8 years. So a lot of creative things that happen within people are they start when they get an idea, they get the beginning of an idea, and they have to sit on it and continue to meditate on the idea to bring up the inspiration, because the idea kind of takes over itself and then gives you the information it wants for the movie. I see this going for exactly what happened here in helping humanity and how he created this, whether he knows it or not, and I think he does. Like I said, again, the amount of hypnosis, blatant right out techniques that they're using, hypnotic techniques in the movie making itself, the NLP techniques are incredible. Part of what happens is again, we go through the U-trance, but then we also have fractionation. But over in this area here, this is kind of where like the post-hypnotic suggestions happen. This deep part right here is, again, where he gets the combination to the safe. 1, 2, 3. He has the combination, opens it up, he gets his epiphany. Now that is like an inner child meditation. Again, I do some Ho'oponopono stuff. I actually do an inner child meditation that will get you down there like this and have that type of life-changing event happen with you personally. Excuse me. And what happens is you want that to stay and germinate for a while. But up here, what is it that you want people to do? How do you want people to respond? He started talking to his wife. He started talking to his unconscious of Mal and who she was and what she needed to do. So in a sense, he was creating a post-hypnotic suggestion. Post-hypnotic suggestion is, let's say that somebody's on stage and they're doing it, let's use a hypnosis show, for instance, and they say, okay, the blue marker. Every time you see the blue marker, you'll yell out the word Inception. Yell out the word Inception. What happens is if you've got people in a deep enough trance is that takes effect to say that when they see this blue marker at this point here, somewhere outside of this seed, when they see the blue marker, like in the audience, all of a sudden the hypnotist will hold up the blue marker and the guy will stand up and say, Inception. He'll get up and yell, and then he'll go like, wow, why did I do that? It's tough to look at human beings and say, wow, is that something I'm capable of doing? Well, think about it. You came here with a clean slate, and based on where you lived, you do certain things that you do in the country that you're native to, that certain countries in South America or Africa or Asia do something totally different. They eat dogs in Asia. We're here in the United States. It's horrid. People can't believe it. And then the same thing, we eat cows, and in India, they think it's horrible that we do that. Why? Because of their belief systems, how they were raised, their post-hypnotic suggestions. So a lot of, and I'm not going to go too deeply into this at this point, I just want to let you know that not only did they plant something in you in this movie that's going to start germinating, something wonderful. Again, a lot of the movies I've been seeing lately and a lot of TV programs, I haven't watched much TV, a few hours in probably the last 3 years because of what commercials do. Excuse me. Can't stand what commercials do in my mind, let alone in minds that have no idea. I know what they're doing and it still gets in there. But this movie planted something beautiful down here into people's unconscious minds that are watching, and they feel it and they're getting the effect right away. But I'm curious about what's going to happen over a 10-year period of time, 5-year, 1 year, 1 month period of time with what they planted. But they also gave a lot of hypnotic suggestions about how to deal with yourself, how to deal with other people here. So without going into that too much, I'm going to let that sit a little bit until later on if we get into some deeper ideas of how hypnosis and NLP work. Some of the other things we can talk about is how they use music in this U-trance, and where the music was used wonderfully as an anchor. An anchor basically in NLP is a stimulus response. 2 things pair up. A negative anchor might be somebody sees a spider, gets afraid, and then every time they see a spider, they get fear. So that's a instant reaction. You don't have to think about it. It happens automatically. You can see it peripherally, and you start to get scared before your conscious even recognize it. In a positive sense, ice cream. or a snack that you like, a food that you like. When you see it or when you smell it, that's a stimulus response which creates a reaction inside of you. So the music was used beautifully throughout this to create a state, once a state was there, to pair up that music with a state. And then when you're in another place, if they paired it up, let's say right here with the stimulus and response, and all of a sudden you're down here where they know it's going to be hard, or down here where it's going to be hard to open up and get in a certain feeling, if they've done this music, stimulus and response, at all those places, and then they play it really strong and really loud at that part, all those emotions start flooding in at one time. There's chain anchors, there's putting anchors, there's so many different things that were in this movie that was beautiful. But for now, I'm going to leave it, and leave it up to you to see if you ask me any questions and suggestions, ideas. Write me, let me know what you think about it. Visit me, check out the videos on YouTube, and we'll do some more if you like them. If not, I'm going to keep doing them one way or the other because this is wonderful, but I'd like you to be part of that. Thank you. Have a great day. This is Mark J. Ryan, www.markjryan.com. Thanks.